Hey everybody, this is Jason McCumsey with Red Beard Rebuilding, coming back to you. I haven't been making a video here for a couple days just because I'm sure you can tell by my sound that I have a head cold, and I think I finally hit the peak and going over and getting better now. I think last night was kind of that peak moment where things are getting better. The last 2 days I've been hacking up a lung pretty much. thanks to my wife for giving me that one. So I'm still taking the first form vitamin and using the megawatt. This is body armor. I don't know if you saw that or not, but anyway, this past weekend was our league meet, so within the Lancaster Lebanon League, and the javelin thrower that I have got 6th for the boys, and then the lady thrower that I have, well, actually, I'll go back, 6th in javelin for the boys. A separate thrower in the discus was in the top 8. I think he got 8th, which was kind of surprising. He kind of pulled one out on that one. And then for my female throwers, we had one girl in all the events, and she placed top 8 in discus and shot, and 1st in the javelin. So we had a good weekend that way. Let's see. Not much to talk about for Sunday. Yesterday was just work at home. We didn't have practice because of the possibility of what they were saying were supposed to be some really big storms coming through and heavy winds and stuff like that, which didn't amount to anything. Plus, I mean, the kids needed a break, so this week we have districts on Saturday. Well, it's Friday and Saturday, so I'm taking off work for Friday. We're driving up and staying at a friend's house for the weekend. I forget which events are on which days as of right now, but I think we just have 2 throwers for districts. It's our boy javelin thrower and our girl javelin thrower. I have to double check to see if my lady made it into anything else. Excuse me 1 second. I need to blow my nose. There. I'm going to try to do this with a mint in my mouth. It tends to help my throat. Yeah, so I have to double check to see what's going on for this weekend, to see if she's got more than one event or not. Let's see. To go along with something that happened this weekend, I'm not going to name names, obviously. I don't want to throw people under a bus or do anything stupid like that. I haven't had a talk with this person specifically about it. It's just been a little more of a side thing and a he said, she said. But I've kind of always had this feeling about this person. It kind of made me feel like, I want to say like sneaky, but I'm not really sure. I just know they've kind of gone around from team to team, and they haven't been a coach at one team for a long period of time. And I don't know why. There could be no reason at all. But you can't help but to think that there's some reasoning behind that something's not quite right, And I got to talk to them briefly this weekend for the first time in probably like 2 years, because I haven't seen them. But they were talking about, at LS, we need middle school coaches. And we were talking and mentioning about it and things like that, and I thought nothing of it really at the time. But then I got a message yesterday, just through my phone, from them, saying, hey, I talked to this guy, hey, I talked to your thrower, I want to see about working with her and this and that. But I wasn't quite sure. I'm just a volunteer assistant. I can't say yes or no. That's not my job. That's not my responsibility. Um, at this point in time, I wouldn't want an extra coach floating around unless I personally really know what they know. Um, because we might be saying the same exact thing just in different ways, and that can really throw off somebody because they're so used to one person saying it and how they're saying it, and now they're trying to figure out some excuse me. Now they're trying to figure out something else. So I probably wouldn't have had them really over for anything major anyway. But it was concerning that they were coming to me. It's like, hey, I talked to this guy. Hey, I talked to that guy. We're going to see about doing this. And I'm like, let me talk to them. Only to find out that was like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't agree to that whatsoever. And, I didn't bother talking to my thrower just because I didn't, there's no reason to bring them into it. But, whether or not there was a misunderstanding between one person saying something and another person saying something, it just seemed kind of undermining, where you're telling me one thing and somebody else is saying another, and it's... Most of the people in this district are pretty set. We all know who everybody is. Every now and then you get a new coach come in or something like that. Everybody's pretty open to everybody. You have the usual school rivalries and everything like that, but I don't know one... I don't know one coach that has, like, a severe problem with anybody. I don't know how many guys I go around shaking hands, saying hello, asking how your family's doing. I'm like, everybody's pretty cool with everybody that I know of. But, especially if you're trying to get in somewhere, don't go saying, well, he said this and she said that. No, you get your story straight. If you want to get a foot in the door, get your foot in the door. But saying, almost putting two people against each other does not get you in the door. It does not get you in good standings with anybody, especially if you want to try to work with them. Like I said, I don't know the full situation, so I'm not holding any grudges, holding anything against anybody. But you don't go trying it that way. And after talking to somebody, they thought, well, maybe they're trying to get in and just trying to get in on your good thrower. So that way they got something to write down on their papers, like their resume or whatever. And I'm like, and I had to think about it. I'm like, coaching somebody for one day, that doesn't get you on the paper. That doesn't give you any real, not a right, but it doesn't give you the capability of saying, hey, I coached so-and-so to state qualifying or state winner. It doesn't give you that ability. It doesn't even give me the ability, and I've been working with them for the season because they came into this season knowing what to do. I just helped fine-tune. So, I don't feel like I have that capability of saying, hey, I did this, I did that. I'm like, no. Just because I hit some fine tuning and figured out how to do this with them or that with them and correct these little things doesn't give me that opportunity or that capability. So you try, if that's what the original plan was, you doing that out for one day or 2 days of coaching them or helping with them? No. Figuring it's not even going to be a solo thing. You're going to be around, 2 other guys or 3 other guys just because we're the coaches. That's the way it's, it's the way it's going to be. Excuse me. So, I had that little blip yesterday, which kind of threw me off guard a little bit. But, like I said, I don't know the full situation. I know little bits and pieces of it. I don't know enough of it to say, hey, you're a dick. You know, I just know and it ain't worth trying to figure it all out and have this issue or that issue. It's just not worth the time. Not worth the time, not worth the drama. Keep on keeping on, move on. We'll see where we go. So practice today will be like just fine-tuning stuff. We're not going to go through any full throws. We're not looking for any major distances. We're just nitpicking and trying to figure stuff out. Otherwise, there's no reason for anything else. I don't think my boy thrower is going to listen to me on that. That's just the way he is. So, we also have the banquet tonight. I think we're all just sitting out in the football field with a PA system, but it's nice. It's supposed to be nice out tonight, so I'm not going to complain. Well, for any other coaches out there that need a positive thing, now that the seasons are back up and running and sports are in a full run, I am working through MF Athletics again, selling equipment. So if you have any questions that need answered about any implements or poles or mats, high jump, whatever, anything that MF sells, MF is also part of another company called Perform Better. They sell weight room implements, weight room bars, weights, benches, the whole nine. So if your school is looking for any of that, or if you just need anything personal, however you might think of it, yeah, let me know if you guys need anything. Otherwise, I might see you tomorrow. The week's a little bit stressed out. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow after work, after practice. A bunch of grips that I have to get done between now and Thursday. We got the Hornet javelin. I'm going to do a final run of how to put a grip on a javelin with that javelin, how I balance it. I might even go through on how to measure throughout the javelin for all the stuff that needs checked. I might actually do that Thursday. Yep. So either way, that needs done for that javelin. I have two other javelins that are painted that need regripped. I have a fourth javelin, which it doesn't need checked or anything like that. It doesn't need balanced. It's just getting a grip, but that's the one for the dedication javelin for Scott Crawl. And I think there's like 3 or 4 other ones that just need grips. They weren't painted. So that needs to get done all before districts. It's not hard to do. It just needs done. So, yeah. Busy time. Hopefully I feel better more and more as the week goes. Chugging water. Take my vitamins. And going from there. So, looks like I've been rambling on for about 14 minutes. I hope you guys had a good week. I hope your season went well. And if you still have more time to go, keep on trucking, keep on trying, go after those PRs and big throws. So, stay safe, throw far, take care of yourselves, take care of each other.